Hi everyone, we are going to start our class notes day 2 on 10.6. Today is the 22nd of April and we are going to be solving quadratic equations by factoring today. So guess what? We're still using the factor box. We are going to do these same steps that we did in 10.5 day 3. Make sure your equation is an ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. The importance of it being in this order, I can't explain how important that is. If you don't have it in this order, it's going to be really tough to get a box to work and to get to the right answer. After it's in that form, you can set up your box and factor just this left side. Once you get the factors to work, you have your two sets of parentheses equal to 0. You set the factors equal to 0 and you solve the equation. So we have 3 examples today. Again, I'm reminding you that your equation should be in standard form. 3 equations that we're going to solve. I'm going to switch over to my paper which has those 3 examples written down. What are we doing? We are asked to solve this by factoring. How do we do that? Step 1 says make this equal to 0. I'm going to subtract over the 6x. I hope you agree that that needs to line up under its like term. I get 21x squared. 14 minus 6 is 8 plus 7 equals 11. Is that equal to 0? Absolutely not. Subtract over the 11. I get 21x squared plus 8x. Different sign, subtract, keep the sign the bigger, minus 4 equals 0. Now I'm ready to factor box. This one's going to be tough because of the 21x squared. I'm going to try 7x and 3x. And then I'm going to try 2 and 2. And think about 14. Yeah, I'm going to put the negative with the 2 that's across from the 3. Again, you can just plop it with either one, take a guess, and if it doesn't give you a positive 8x, then you can switch your signs. So I'm doing my check. Switch your signs, change your box. Do whatever you need to get to that middle term of 8x. So you're not always going to get it. You see that I'm getting these on the first try, but you're not always going to get them on the first try, and that's okay. You can erase and try things again. Try other numbers. 4 and 1, 21 and 1. So the check piece, I get 14x when I multiply this diagonal, and I get a negative 6x when I multiply that diagonal. 14 minus 6 is 8x. Does that match our middle term? Yes, it does. We have to be careful. These are the factors. In a set of parentheses, I want 7x minus 2. And the other set of parentheses, I want 3x plus 2. 7x minus 2, 3x plus 2. Equal to 0. Now I need to solve. Now I need to take the factor, set it equal to 0. Take the other factor, set it equal to 0. Add over the 2. Divide the 7. X equals 2 over 7. Subtract over the 2. 3x equals negative 2. Divide the 3 to get x equals negative 2 thirds. There are my 2 answers. Next example, again, is it equal to 0? No, I'm going to subtract over the 12x, putting it with its like term. 8x squared comes down. Negative 2x minus 11 equal to 10, excuse me. Equal to 10. That's not a 0. So now I need to move the 10. Minus 10. 8x squared minus 2x minus 21 equals 0. Now I'm ready to start my box. 8x squared and a negative 21. I'm going to go with 4x and 2x. You can also try 8 and 1. And I'm going to do, let's see, I'm going to try 7 and 3. And then I'm going to put the negative, let's see, that's 14 and 12. So I'm going to put it with the 14. Negative with the 7. Again, if you don't get that on the first try some things, check your diagonals. Your goal is to get negative 2x when you do this check part. So if you're not getting negative 2x when you check, because your box looks different, then you need to erase and try something else in your box. So you'd erase and try other things. This diagonal multiply to get 12x. This diagonal multiply to get negative 14x. Different signs subtract and keep the sign of the bigger, negative 2x. Matches, so my factors, again, be careful with your factors. I kept saying this yesterday. 4x minus 7 in a set of parentheses and 2x plus 3. 4x minus 7 and 2x plus 3 equal to 0. Now we set this equal and we set this equal. I add over the 7. I divide the 4. And I get x equals 7 over 4. I subtract over the 3. I get 2x equals negative 3. Divide the 2. I get x equals negative 3/2. Second answer. Third example. What the nice part about this one, quadratic, linear, constant, equal to 0. No need to move anything. We go right to our box. Equations equal to 0. Makes our life a lot easier. 2x squared, negative 35. I'm going to use 2x and x. I'm going to use 7 and 5. I don't think that's going to work. So I'm going to change those. I'm going to do, I had a 7 and a 5, so now I want to do 5 and 7 and try that. I need a negative with one of those. I'm going to put it with the 7. Check. Diagonal, negative 14x. Diagonal plus 5x. Subtract, keep the sign of the bigger, you get a negative 9x. Does that match our middle term? Yes, it does. My factor is 2x plus 5 and x minus 7. And now we take each of these and solve. Subtract over the 5. Divide by 2. One of our answers is negative 5/2. Add over the 7. Second answer is 7. That is it for today. Solving by factoring. Have a great day, everyone.